Please, ma'am.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all. First of all, thanks to Aarti and thanks to Nikita for calling me here to give this awareness talk. And I thank the college also, the NSS team and Amitji for inviting us here. This definitely is the need of the hour. From the past 1 year, we have been suffering, facing this pandemic, and we have all become very, kind of fatigued and exhausted with this. But a lot of information has been coming, via WhatsApp. Gives us a lot of information, but we don't know what is right, what is wrong. So I'm here to tell at least few things which are medically correct, and but they are correct at this time of the day. See, because since corona is a novel virus, novel means it's a new virus. We do not know exact factors. Whatever is there today might change tomorrow. So, but as such, what I have come here for main issue is here to get the vaccination done. And unless anyone has any contraindications, which I will be telling you shortly. So I stress for the need for vaccinations, and urge all of you to tell your peers or your elders. I think here our college students only are there who are below 18 are not or anyway not given vaccination, above 18. And right now government has taken some, the risky individuals. So first they started for above 60 and later 45 with comorbidities. Now the third phase is 45 without any comorbidities. So we are giving all citizens above 45 right now. So all your parents, grandparents, your uncles, aunts, please find out if they've got it done or not, and please help them get it done. So clearing some of the doubts they may be having, all of them may be having lot of doubts about this vaccination. So vaccination mainly is like it aims to prevent the preventables. Most of the diseases are not preventable. But when they are preventable, we should start taking action on that. And as it is said, prevention is always better than cure. So there are a lot of inquiries about vaccination. Nikita, can you please share my slides? Nikita?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing. Give me a second.
Okay. So now more than 1.63 crores of people in India have been vaccinated so far, but is not enough because considering our population and plus seeing the second wave, it's really very, very most important thing. Yeah, first slide, I want first slide only. So a little about corona. The coronavirus looks very pretty, but is most dangerous vaccine. And now that we have got vaccine, we are going to throw it away from us. Okay. So the next one is, as we know, how it spreads. So the next thing is how it spreads. So how it spreads. I have already been vaccinated with 2 doses, and I am alive, sitting in front of you. So I think that is a definite indication for you people to go ahead with the vaccination and very without any doubts. So most of the doctors, as healthcare workers, we all got the first dose of vaccine, and the second dose was given by 4 weeks or within 6 weeks, and we have all received. Most of us have received, and thanks to the government for giving us free vaccines also. And yeah, next slide. As we all know how it spreads through particles, that is from our aeronasal particles, or from our spit, or from sputum, it spreads. So wearing a mask is very, very important, which we have already learned. So there are 3 things. First of all, what is this virus? So we were very fortunate to know there is this virus isolated by 3 months, which was not the case with any other like HIV or Ebola and all. That took a lot of time to even isolate the virus. Maybe because of the globalization in the world, the total world was, finding out, is doing the research to find out what caused this. So it definitely is a virus. You all must be seeing a lot of messages like it is a bacteria, it is some radiation, it is some particle, it's not a virus. But believe me, it is a virus. It's a very small one, 0.25 to 0.5 nanomicrons. So, and prevent this one, mask prevents, the acquiring as well as spreading of the any virus and any killer bacteria, germs or anything. So please wear mask. And we stopped becoming little complacent and so stop using masks. And mask definitely protects us from contacting it as well as spreading it. So please wear mask and wear mask properly. Next slide, please. We all like, we're all socializing, we all want to be with people, we all love shopping, we all love traveling, partying and all. But small gatherings are the super spreaders, because here we sit with each other very, very closely. So please avoid all that again and again. I think very sadly, see, from May, I started with step 1 to help COVID positive patients. That time, step 1 was only working for Delhi COVID patients. So I have seen I've spoken to many of the Delhi citizens, and there has been a lot of help from DSO and DHO and all that. In spite of all that, citizens should take the responsibility to, follow all these social norms and new norms, what we call, definitely prevent the spread. But I've seen very sadly, Delhi has been having a lot of cases even now. So it is up to you, the NSS students, to see that, you give a lot of awareness to people about this. If you see anybody not wearing mask, or if you see anybody not wearing it properly, it is your duty to please tell them to do it, and always stay do gaj antar. At least you have to stay physical distance of 6 feet is always necessary. And now, previously we were saying mask was our vaccine, and now the vaccine has arrived, but everyone is apprehensive about taking the vaccine. So what will happen? Why is this? What should we take? And so many things happen when we take vaccine, isn't it? So like the best way to wear the mask. Even after vaccination, we have to maintain this social norms, physical distancing, hand sanitization, and mask, and not touching your mouth, eyes, and nose. That is when always without washing your hands is very, very dangerous. So then next, how to wear the proper mask. Next slide, please. Yeah, here we are showing how to wear the mask and not to touch the friend, because when you touch the friend, the germs, bacteria and viruses will be collected there and you will be contaminating your hand. And again, with the same hand, without washing, if you touch your eyes, nose and mouth or food or something, handle, you're going to transmit the disease to another person or to yourself. And don't keep pulling it down, and don't keep it on the neck. The neck part also should be covered, and it should not be below the nose. And don't wear very loose mask. How you have to do not wear loose mask. And when you are wearing, if you're not wearing mask, the risk of contamination or risk of contacting the virus, we are showing in this picture very beautifully. That is, when two people not wearing and one person coughs, directly the cough particles fall on his face, and 90% risk. I say it is actually 100% risk. That 90 they have given because 10% is for the immunity. And next is the 30% risk when one person is wearing, that is who's coughing is not wearing. And who's coughing is wearing is 5% definitely. So by wearing, you're not only protecting yourself, you're protecting others also. And then both are wearing, but the distance is not maintained, it is 1.5%. And zero risk is when the distance is maintained 6 feet. I know all of you knowing this, but still we are not following all this. So that is why I am stressing again on this, especially the mask. Please wear the mask properly. Next slide. So never wear a loose mask. Never wear the mask under your nose. Never remove the mask where there are people within 2 meters of distance from you. And never wear a dirty or a wet mask. Never keep touching the mask, especially the outside, the front of it. And never share your mask with anybody. I have seen this in clinics sometimes. People come without mask, and one family member will be having one mask. The entire family will be wearing that same mask. So you never know how you are get it. and never remove the mask while talking. People feel that only when you're coughing and sneezing, the particles come out, but it's not so. Even especially while talking, and while talking, not maintaining the distance is definitely a danger. And do not talk to people for more than 8 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, with anybody for that matter, with a close distance. And never go out without mask. So do not forget the mask. Wear the mask, stay safe. And this person, I have seen many of the people wearing masks, but they are not wearing it on their mouth or the nose. They think that the particles go through the neck. I think that's why they wear like this. So it doesn't go like that. Okay, chin se nahi jata hai. The next slide, please. Yeah, and many were like this. So you have to tell them that is not. The children also can be trained for toilet within 1 year, and it is more than a year. Corona, that is COVID-19. We cannot forget that. Coronavirus detected in December 19. So it is celebrated more. It is more than a year. It is with us. So please understand. Get trained to wear the mask properly. Next slide. Yeah, there are two terminologies you people should always know as NSS students. Isolation and quarantine. People use it very wrongly. The quarantine is used for people who are not positive. Isolation is used for people who are suspects and are positive. Okay, quarantine is mainly for the contact people without any symptoms. Primary contacts, what we call the contacts of the first person. Then this is to isolation is required to keep the person from infecting others. When we tell this, people feel very annoyed. So we what another way of telling people is maintain isolation or a quarantine is their immunity is very low because it is a virus infection, viral infection. Immunity is being low, they are exposed to other diseases, especially the bacterial diseases are caught immediately. When the immunity is less, it will be waiting outside. When your immunity reduces, immediately it comes. You must have seen people, like we always see, tuberculosis is not coming. People will be having carriers, but it comes, it surfaces only when their immunity comes down, like when they have low HB levels or when they have other viral infections. So this virus also, what we have to tell people is not only to protect others, it is to protect yourself. Because what I have seen in this last 1 year, people who have been having bacterial infections, it is very difficult to treat them. They are needing HDUs, they are needing ICUs. But people with just plain viral infection or a COVID infection are definitely recovering, provided they get tested on the third day of their symptoms and start treatment. They definitely are recovering. The mortality rate, luckily or fortunately or by God's grace, it's lesser in India. And we can say it is because of immunity, because of the food we are taking. And next is, yeah, it can be done at home if home facilities are good, like they have a separate bathroom and things like that. Otherwise, COVID care centers are there in every state. All government, local governments have been providing this isolation locations, isolation places. And quarantine, like if it is a family, one of the family members has got positive, he is at home also, family has to maintain quarantine, not going out, not buying things or anything, do not step out. Okay, that this is the thing you should tell others. You should educate other people about these things. Yeah, next slide, please, Nikita. Say during last 1 year, all that we had was we sat at home. We have been doing work from home, and we have ladies have been cooking a lot because we are not allowed to get food from outside. And like we did not step out. So there have been a lot of mental issues, a lot of stress on everybody, not only healthcare workers, but normal students, everyone, all citizens have had. So how to, the do's and don'ts to reduce that mental stress and to have a positive mental health during this pandemic. Since the second wave is starting, I didn't want to put this, but I thought second wave is starting. Let us be again prepared and make ourselves fit, mentally to face this wave. So what you have to think is, first thing is positive thinking. Okay, and do regular exercise, have a balanced diet, and relaxation exercises are very important. And regular daily routine, proper routine you have to do. And socializing only on online, but be connected. Be connected. It doesn't mean that you have to just leave all your relations. You be connected at least online, and take a break from the routine work life. Other healthy lifestyle measures have to be followed, like regular exercises and breathing exercises, pranayama, yoga, whatever you're doing, along with good amount of sleep, as well as good amount of liquids, that is water, to be taken properly. And the don'ts, substance abuse, especially of course, is mobile and gadgets have become our abuse only, but we cannot help right now. But definitely we should limit it to only work. And most important is, eating too much fast food or fat food, fried food is also not good. And excessive online activity, as I've already told, and excessive watching television. I just, I see people just binge watching movies and things like that. That is, we are losing our creativity. And partying and travel, of course, please avoid partying and travel unless it is emergency. And focusing on the negative aspects of COVID-19 pandemic, always thinking that, ayo, this has caused so much problem, ayo, this has caused so much problem. Kya kare ab, itna kuch ho raha hai. I just become very difficult. No, please don't think. Think that we have survived. We have survived more than a year with this killer virus, and we will do better in the next coming years, because we already have a Sanjeevani with us, that is a vaccine. And posting about COVID-19 on social media, like one you get, the other person immediately sends it. We always forward. We are very fast in forwarding things than reading things what are there. And some fake news goes very fast, go very fast than the true news, the proper medical news. And believing the fake news, like you would have read, many people are not getting vaccinated because they read somebody has something. And then I tell them, no, it will react to different people with the different people different way. But someone died, someone did that after vaccination and all that stuff. That is, don't believe the fake news. Believe only the proper news. And this is one thing, even you should educate your peers as well as your elders about this. The next slide, please. Am I okay? I mean, am I fast?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it enough, the speed? Like,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Yeah, when you're getting the vaccination, we all need to know what are the things we should do, right? What are the precautions? There are so many things people are telling, no, this person shouldn't get vaccinated, that shouldn't get vaccinated. This is come from the government to me, when I attended our BBMP Bangalore government meeting. So this is a authenticated, proper news. The precautions and the contraindications under EU COVID-19 vaccination is indicated only for people above 18 years and above. And co-administration with other vaccines. Supposing if required COVID-19 vaccine, any other vaccine should be separated by at least 14 days. Supposing you have had a fall and you take tetanus toxoid, or somebody has been given hepatitis B vaccination for some reason, or yellow fever vaccination, you've gone out abroad or something. So any vaccine, this live vaccine, when you take, give a gap of 14. This is another thing. And interchangeability of the COVID-19 vaccines is not permitted. That is, there are two vaccines that are available in India right now, and all of you must be knowing that, Covishield and Covaxin. And whatever you are taking the first dose, the second dose should also be the same. That is, the first dose and second dose should be Covishield, or first dose and second dose should be Covaxin only. You should not interchange or intermingle that. Okay. The next slide, please. Because both act in a different way. Little, though they produce the immunity, both are different. I will tell you what it is. And vaccine can be given in these conditions. Generally, people think that vaccine cannot be given in these conditions. Following conditions are not contraindicated for COVID vaccines. Remember, persons with past history of SARS and SARS infection, and RT-PCR positive illness can also take. But when they can take, I'll tell you. History of chronic diseases and morbidities, cardiac, neurological, pulmonary disorder, anything, malignancy, cancer, renal, metabolic, whatever, they can also take the vaccine. Immunodeficiency people, HIV people, patients on immunosuppression, some kind of treatment, okay? Even they also can take, but here the response of the vaccines may be little lesser than other important issues to consider is vaccine-specific contraindications. So some people may be having vaccine-specific contraindications, like the case. First vaccine, if a person has developed allergy, then the second dose is not given to that person. So this is this vaccine-specific contraindication. Yeah. Next slide, please. Provisional temporary contraindications. That means temporary. They're only for time being. As I told you, person who has got RT-PCR positive cannot take vaccine. Can take vaccine, but can take only after 4 to 8 weeks of their recovery. That is 4 to 8 weeks he has to wait after recovery. And people who have had symptoms of SARS or Covaxin 2 infections or SARS or COVID-2 patients who have been given monoclonal antibodies as well as our plasma. You must be seeing all this, the plasma donations. We are doing plasma transfusion for people with severe COVID infection. So in such patients also can take vaccine, but they should be delayed for 4 to 8 weeks after the recovery. They can have acutely unwell and hospitalized with any other illnesses. Also should wait for some time. Yeah, Nikita. Another contraindications here is anaphylactic allergic reaction to previous dose of COVID-19, which I have already told. The second dose should be stopped. Immediate or delayed onset anaphylaxis or allergic reaction to the vaccines or injectable therapies, anything a known case of allergies to food or pharmaceutical products, we have to be very careful in these patients while giving. And pregnancy and lactation, so far they have not done any clinical trials on these women because we are not ready to take the risk of doing any clinical trials on pregnant and lactating, that is feeding mothers. So this is again a contraindication. We are not giving vaccine for these people at this moment. Maybe in the future we might do it, but right now, no. Yeah. Yeah, these are the two types of vaccines that you would be interested to know. This is what we are doing is AstraZeneca, which has come first for us to India, and we have been sending this to many other people, many other countries. This has been exported. Actually, any kind of vaccine produced here only in India. Most of the vaccines are exported to other countries. They are from India. So this AstraZeneca is a Covishield, which is a which we call it as, it is a live attenuated virus. Whereas Bharat Biotech Covaxin is a dead virus. It's a particle of the dead virus. So this is the only difference. And the storing capacity, and the dose, 0.5 ml each, everything remains the same. So whichever is available, they can have that. But only see that the second dose should be the same. That's all. Let me not go into the details. You may not understand it fully. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Many ask me, even after vaccine, we are going to get infected. So why do we have to take the vaccine? This block, what it shows, blue, green, yellow, and red, is the person without vaccine. It is very beautifully depicted here, actually. So asymptomatic infection is in the blue color, mild disease in the green, moderate is in the yellow, and severe disease is in the red. But the vaccine, that a person who receives a vaccine, he will have only lot of blue and or green or yellow, but the disease never goes into severe or the critical condition, and it's not requiring any admission in the hospital. So far, we have seen already since 3 months, it's been going like January 16th, we started in India. So it has been more than 2.5 months, almost 3 months now. So we have seen most of the doctors who have got infected now after their vaccinations, they have not got admitted in hospitals. They did not require critical care. They are recovering faster. So this is the very good reason why we should promote vaccination. So even if the second wave affecting us, we will have less mortalities or less critical cases. Yeah. Nikita? Yes, coming to FAQs, I think most of you are, all of us have a lot of doubts about vaccination. The first thing is vaccination mandatory? Is it mandatory? It is voluntary. Only if you want, you can take. So, but if you take, you're going to protect your family, you're protecting yourself, and you're protecting people around you. That is all citizens of the country, isn't it? So, is it not good to take it? So, vaccination for COVID-19 is voluntary. However, it is advisable to receive the vaccine. Proper schedule of 2 doses. Only 2 doses can save life. Why not then? Isn't it? For protecting oneself as well as your close contacts, co-workers, relatives, friends, and entire nation. What are the adverse effects? What are the adverse effects of the vaccine? Yes, we have seen children receiving vaccines as right from the birth. We see a lot of we give a lot of vaccines to children. I think people who have seen their sisters or brothers having kids, you must have seen that soon after birth, one BCG vaccine is given. Then later on, from 1.5 months, we give DPT. Then up to 2 years, there are about 10 vaccinations we are giving for children. When we were giving for children, we never bothered about the adverse effects of the vaccines or the side effects like the fever and all those things. What come? We have not worried much about those things. But now, why now? Where are the adults taking vaccine? We are so scared, isn't it? So having adverse effects is one of the major things of any vaccine. So when we get vaccinated, we often experience some side effects. The reason that is just that our immune system is acting on this antigen. When you get sick, the same thing happens. Like, our immune system starts reacting to this antigen. Actually, a lot of symptoms from illness that we get, like influenza, COVID-19, whatever may be the infection, are actually not caused by the virus or by that bacteria. Mainly, it is caused by our immune system. That is the way our bodies react. And that gives us these general symptoms like fever, malaise, that is body ache, headache, and fever with chills and little giddiness, tiredness, all this will be there as the adverse effects of any vaccine. And so is the case with COVID vaccine also. And the third one, does alcohol affect the efficacy of vaccine? Most of the WhatsApp messages came as 14 days people should not take alcohol and all that. And many alcoholics do not want to take vaccine because they're already taking. It's only that alcohol reduces the effect of the vaccine to some extent, and the side effects what that people experience with the vaccine mimic the side effects of alcoholism. So that is the reason we tell people to not to indulge in alcohol at least for 24 hours, because alcohol, again, it reduces the way our immune system acts or works. But that doesn't mean that you can boost. You can take, but not at least for 24 hours, and later on can be had. What precautions needed before taking vaccine? So normal people without any comorbidities, they can just take one Aadhaar card and go to the center. No need of pre-booking also. They can just get the vaccine done. But people who are having comorbid conditions, they have got to meet their doctor, their family doctor or a physician, and get a certificate that they are on medications and they have to take. They can ask for the fitness certificate and take the vaccine. People who are on blood thinners like ecosprin and all, should be little careful, but EcoSprint can be continued. No need to stop any medicines while taking the vaccine. And precautions needed before taking vaccine. One more thing is all of us should concentrate more on food, and you have got to be very, very relaxed. If you're not relaxed, then unnecessary reactions might happen to you. So post-vaccine care. What is a post-vaccine care? Again, nutritious diet should be given, which will help immunity system to work well. Then you should sleep well, because body always repairs itself during the sleep, and it will enhance your immunity system to work properly. And then next is the little mild physical activity or a rest for 2 days is definitely needed, because it's a virus. It is an antigen that is there, and your body is acting against it and is trying to produce antibodies. So your body needs rest so that it can do more of that work. And avoid NSAIDs, that is any painkillers which can affect the body's immune response system and reduce the efficacy of the vaccine. And cut down on alcohol, of course, I have already told you, and because it can trigger headache. And lastly, some take time off, that is rest, because body needs to recover well. And inflammatory foods like corn, soya, and any processed food should not be had soon after vaccination. And anti-inflammatory foods like we all Indians take, that is what has protected us, that is turmeric, then almonds, olive oil. Olive oil is fish, fruits, vegetables, green leaves, and ginger, garlic, jeera, pepper. All these are called inflammatory foods, anti-inflammatory foods, sorry. We should have all that in abundance, so that body can respond well to the vaccine. And what is the post-vaccine care needed? Well, I have already told. And what if something happens soon after vaccination? Yeah, coming to this, there is a vaccine. Every vaccination center has 5 people. In that, 2 will be staff, that is trained nurses, and 1 doctor, and 1 person to take register your thing, and 1 helper. 5 people will be there. There will be 3 rooms in every vaccination session, where first you are monitored. The person who goes is monitored for BP and SpO2, pulse and other thing, and see that he's fit. And they'll ask few questions like whether he slept well, he had alcohol before, or whether any other illnesses are there, and all those things they will check. And then another person will take the details of Aadhaar card, and the big registration will be there done. And then next, when another sister gives you injection, after that you are made to stay in the center for 30 minutes to see that you're not having any adverse effects. If any adverse effects are there, definitely the centers are equipped with after immunization adverse effects of following immunization. That is AEFI team or AEFI kit is available with the center, with the sister or the doctor there. They will definitely see that. They'll take care of you and see that if they can do there only, you become all right, it's fine. Otherwise, they'll shift immediately to any ICU facilities soon after. They are having, they'll be having an ambulance also facility there immediately to shift you, to help you for that. Revive you completely, because they are trained only for the vaccination. And can our diet affect vaccine? Of course, yes, diet can affect. So it's always good to have a well-balanced, nutritious diet with lot of fruits and vegetables soon after vaccination or before or whatever. For anything, being fit, food is the basic thing. We are what we eat. So I stress upon nutrition a lot, because it definitely helps our immunity. Am I not going to get infected after vaccination? No, you will get infected, but the severity will be mild. How long the adverse effects last? The adverse effects, as I have told you, the headache and all those things may last for 72 hours, or in some cases for a week. Small, mild symptoms may be there. You may require, most of them just disappear on their own. You may not need any medical help. Why do some develop more symptoms than others? And why second dose has more adverse effects? Yeah. Why do some people means it is mainly the reaction of the body. Each body is different. Each one of us act in a different way. See, for any situation also we do that. So is the case with our immunity system also. Our T cells respond in different way, and uh, and that's why there is a change among each person. See, some person would have told, I didn't have any problem after the vaccination. Some will tell, no, I had lot of issues after the vaccination. So when you're taking 2 doses of COVID-19, actually the system is, the first dose is the first time your body sees some foreign protein. So that then COVID-19 vaccines produce some spike in our protein. Your body begins to develop a response, immune response. But that happens very gradually. So when the second dose arrives, your body is ready to attack that second dose. Your body is primed, no? Because we have already shown that antigen to the body, and it has developed antibodies against it. So the second vaccine, the dose goes into your body, starts to make that spike protein. That is, that protein increases, and your antibodies jump on it and rev up your immune system further. That is, your antibodies further increase. It's a kind of like, you have studied for the test and you're writing it. So when you write, what do? Everything you want to put at once, isn't it? So the second dose response in some people is little more because of this particular effect. Yeah, and I think I'm done with FAQs. What is the dose? 0.5 ml is the dose, and Covishield comes in 10 doses, and Covaxin comes in 20 doses, and that should be given within 4 hours of taking out from the cold chain. It has to be maintained properly. So that is why government is not giving to private. Every day, the new set of vaccines come to the private hospitals every day in the morning. And then evening they are taken back by the government setup, because that ILR temperature, which has to be maintained +2 to +8 only. So they are taking care of all that. And I think shortly all citizens will get vaccine availability and will be able to take. Before that, at least see that we are all elders get vaccinated very soon. Okay. Yeah. So don't forget the mask even after you take vaccine.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for such an informative lecture. I hope we are going to be benefited by this session. And now we are going to start with our question answer session. So we have multiple queries from the participants, and I'm going to take up each question at a time. So, ma'am, there is a question from Dr. Joginder Pal Kukreja. He is asking that the blood thinners like EcoSprint should be taken before or after vaccine.
We can, there is no problem. They should continue to take EcoSprint.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Then
Before
there's
or after also. No need to stop it.
Okay, ma'am. So there's another question from Dr. Kapil Roy. He's asking that there was some death reported in some cases after vaccination. So what might be the reason behind this?
Here, yes, COVID vaccine as COVID virus as such is causing coagulopathies. It is very unfortunate some of the people have died, but there is always a disclaimer that vaccine is not causing it. But recently, Dr. Agarwal, I think KK Agarwal, everyone is following him during the pandemic. According to him, he also said it is because of the clots that were triggered by vaccine, definitely. Probably the patient was not taking any antiplatelet therapies. Like if they're having, if they're on anything and they must have stopped their blood thinners. So that is one thing. And that is why we are suggesting people with comorbid conditions should go for CRP tests and routine tests before getting vaccinated, and see that CRP is under 1. So that they can get vaccinated. And one more thing is, people who are cardiac patients already and have lot of other issues, we have to do prothrombin time and see the PNR values. Only when they are less than 3, then we can do. So CRP less than 1 and PNR less than 3 can go for vaccine.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Another participant, Mr. Manish, is asking that it generally takes 6 to 8 years for the vaccine to be developed. So is this vaccine trusted as it came in very short time?
This is a very interesting question, and the answer is also that much interesting. The thing is, we have this SARS
बाद में
you know,
वो
SARS,
तो इसलिए फोटो बड़ा ही
almost
रहेगा
10 years back. So a lot of research has been going on to produce a vaccine for that. And this Covaxin is almost similar. That's why it was very easy. Very easy, and plus it is, I already told you, it is since it has affected the entire world was on this day and night to get the things done. That is why, because the Covishield was released for us first, because human trials were done and Covaxin was not released before. Now it is released after human trials. So that is why it is quite safe. No need to worry. And this is the wonderful thing about globalization and the improved medical technology.
Okay, ma'am. Next, we have a question from Shubham. He's asking that what precautions one must take while donating blood plasma.
No need to take any precautions as such. Like if you have donated blood before, it is the same thing, just like that. But because it is COVID time, again, of course, don't forget your social norms and mask and distancing and sanitization, all that. When you give, after coming back, change your dress, take bath and all that stuff, and take normal food. But it is a convalescent plasma only is taken. That means you are already infected. Only people who have been infected after 15 days of recovery, we take. That is called convalescent plasma only is used, because it has a lot of antibodies in that, and which can help other COVID positive patients.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So for anything, yeah, 1 second. Nutritious food, as I've already told, and good amount of sleep, good amount of rest, and hydrate yourself, even post-vaccination or post your blood transfusion or whatever, because 70% of our body is water. So please keep your body hydrated well. Then it will not have any issues. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Then we have another question from Anuj. He's asking that can this virus cause permanent effects and complications?
No, we have not seen. Not much.
Okay, ma'am. Then Shwet Raj Pari wants to ask that Covishield has been banned in 18 European countries. Then why is it is being used in India on a large scale?
Probably they have seen more adverse reactions with the things, and which we have not noticed here. And we have not noticed any such mortality. See, almost 1.63 crore people have been infected, and the whatever newspapers or wherever we have read, I think some 6 people only died post vaccination. So it is better, but when the virus is affected, the mortality was more than the vaccination. So 1 in 1,000 is better than 1 in million, whatever is better, whichever you choose. 1 in million is better than 1 in 1,000, isn't it?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Then we have a last question. Dr. Swati Gupta is asking you to please throw some light about Dr. Harini's case where she took diclofenac after COVID vaccine.
Diclofenac as such is contraindicated during viral fever, any viral fever. So this has been told by K.K. Agarwal also from long time, that not to give any NSAIDs. What I have already told, post-vaccination also do not give any non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which include diclofenac.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for answering all the queries. Now I'm going to, I now request Dr. Amit Kumar and request him to extend a vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. I, on behalf of NSS unit of Bhaskaracharya College of Life Sciences, thanks our speaker, Dr. Jyoti Lakshmi, that she has so very well elaborated the COVID and its immunization procedures and various issues on that. Of course, we all got benefited from it. And I also thank all the participants for their constant participation during the this webinar. And I'm sure that the knowledge that they gain today, they will spread and help taking immunization drive. Our motive is to spread the awareness among the masses so that we can, and I request all the participants to please help us in. So thank you all. Meet you somewhere, and I think the feedback is being shared. And please put your feedback about this webinar, this feedback form. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aarti?
Thank you. Before I retire, I would
Yeah.
like to tell the adverse effects also. We have to give only paracetamol. That too, wait for 24 hours after the vaccination so that there won't be any reaction with the vaccine. No, most of you, please tell that you definitely get fever, you definitely get body ache, but it's better than getting infected. It's better than getting infected, better get vaccinated. So it's a preventable one. Please try to prevent.
Organization for
Yeah, thank you so much.
can have a group photograph if all of you have open your please open your this video sharing so that we can have a group photograph. Aarti, can we have a group photograph together?
Yes, sir. Sir, I
Yeah.
request all the participants to please start your videos so that we can have a virtual group photograph. Everyone, please. Waiting for others to open their cameras as well. Okay, I'm going to click it. Thank you, everyone.
The participation certificate will be provided within the 10 to 15 days. So please wait for that because during the COVID time, it means it takes a little more time. So please wait for 10 to 15 days. You will be getting the certificate in your email ID.
Excuse me,
you.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I have one question to Jyoti, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you please let me know, like, if the pregnant ladies who are getting treatment from the doctor, if they are vaccinated, will that affect their health or the infant?
No, we are not vaccinating pregnant people at all because we haven't tried on pregnant at all. Specifically, I told under 18 pregnant and lactating mothers, we are not treating. We are not giving them vaccine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Question, doctor, do everyone has to get tested for CRP before getting second dose?
Now that is people with comorbidities and people are long term taking a lot of medicines like coagulopathies and all if they have like heart disease or renal disease. No, they
Okay.
better do all the tests before they go for the vaccine.
For the
And
second
even
dose.
diabetic people, diabetic and hypertensive also should see that their BP and sugar is under control. So these are small basic things we should take care. And very sad that they've asked about one doctor only. It is very sad, diclofenac injection. I don't know why it was given, a very unfortunate thing. But we never know. At the end of the day, it is the God's will. Sometimes I feel.
Any further query? If somebody wants to ask from Dr. Jyoti Lakshmi, they can please unmute themselves and please ask.
Madam, what is the time gap between the first vaccination and the second?
It's a very important one. I did tell, but again I'll tell you because here what is happening is we are having two Covaxin as well as Covishield. Covaxin they're saying about 8 weeks, but Covishield in beginning when we like healthcare workers were started, it was advised within 4 weeks. So we all had within 4 weeks. But since this is a novel virus, that is a changing, evolving virus, what we are seeing now, what they are saying is 6 weeks, that is 72 days after the first dose. Covishield can be taken and Covaxin people can wait till 8 weeks.
Ma'am, but in the hospital, they are saying that after 42 days, the next vaccine we will give.
42 days
Covishield.
is 6 weeks, sir.
Okay. Okay.
That is 6 weeks, yes.
Okay.
Dr. Sab, myself and my wife, we both took the first dose. So probably we were not knowing. So my wife stopped this Ecosprin for a couple of days 2 days before and 2 days after. So after 4 days of vaccination, she got some headaches and some uncomforts. So for the second dose, as you told that we should continue with the Ecosprin during, before and after as well. So that
Yes, sir.
that may only be the reason that we stopped the Ecosprin for a couple of days. So that's why she, after 4 or 5 days of vaccination, she got some body ache, headache, etc.
Yes, sir.
Maybe that maybe due to blood clotting or what, or what could be the reason? So that we,
Generally, any vaccine is giving that reaction. We are having the these effects of vaccine. Adverse effects are definitely there. Headache, tiredness, chills with fever, normal say body ache, complete body ache, and too much of tiredness actually. This will be there with any vaccine, and so is with COVID. It could be, but luckily, nothing has happened to her. So, but you just get one prothrombin time, sir, and see how is her CNR. Then you can even check her CRP levels before giving the second dose. But don't stop the medicine. Any medicine, please don't stop your medicines. You can continue with the vaccine.
Dr.
And all medicine you can take after extra medicine is only paracetamol. That also, if you can tolerate, the fever is not above 100, please don't, no need at all. The symptoms subside on their own without any medical help.
maybe because
But
it
don't panic.
happened after 5 days or so.
Yes,
Doctor
sir,
was
long
telling it
effect
may
is
be
equal
due to some other reasons.
also, or some other cause. Everything we are attributing to
Because
that vaccine now. No?
yes,
Yes,
because
coagulopathies and the death people are talking. Even I would like to tell there also. Virus also can cause coagulopathy, but it will be very severe and it is causing in more people, in not all. So, but vaccine is causing, so we have to take care about those things. Then continue your platelet therapy, thrombocytopenia if you are, or thinners, blood thinners, BP tablets, your diabetic tablets, whatever you are on, please continue to take. There's no contraindication with the vaccine.
okay, after vaccination, 3-4 days, she had a tracking as well. So maybe due to tiredness or some, there may be several reasons.
My God, no, I have told 2 days, please take rest. You plan your vaccination in such a way. Second dose is going to be little higher also, sir. I have already told. Second dose, the reaction will be little more. So please plan your vaccination time accordingly. Even we did that. 2 days we have done very little work, had only sattvic food, but had lot of water. Hydrate yourself is the most important thing, and sleep for at least 8 to 10 hours and have good fresh meal at home. Don't get food from outside. And a lot of sleep and rest are the most important things.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for clearing all the queries. So that was the wrap for the day. And I'm again going to repeat that we have shared the feedback form link in the chat section. So kindly follow the link to fill up the form and get your e-certificates. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
ma'am.
much. Bye.
चलो आ गया फीडबैक लिंक। अच्छा साला फीडबैक लिंक भरियो कमाओ।
निकिता मैम, हेलो। निकिता मैम, हेलो। निकिता मैम,
Yes, sir. Yes. Sorry,
वो
sir. I was on the call.
रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर लेते हैं।
हाँ हाँ सर, अभी आपको कुछ बात करनी है?
हाँ, बात बात मैं कह रहा था रिकॉर्डिंग बंद करके। हाँ
हाँ हाँ, वो मैं कर दूंगी। यस।
ठीक है। और ये